take a look at the knob spread. It's not red, but it's definitely declining very, very quickly. So in that case, there's a great opportunity to start buying bonds, isn't there? There's a great opportunity for me to start buying bonds. Max says buy bonds. And you can see the bond price went from 23, 24, up to a high price of 30. Max, on fire at the bottom edge of treasuries. Max on fire at the bottom edge of treasuries, guys. Pretty good? Pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good, right? You see the gold price spiked for $2,000 $2,000 total on that 5 lot, guys. Very, very nice trade outcome. If anybody had kind of understood what I was talking about or doing, you can see we got a very, very big sell-off from a price of a high price there of 75s to a low price eventually of 68s, $800 per contract maximum swing. And $800, guys, maximum swing. There was a bit of a lean at 69.2, so you could have put an exit at 69.3, and that would have been your exit for your trade. That's what we did. So I got out at 69.3 with the lean, and that meant that my exit price was there. It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. Cheeky little process, traded live, just in a discussion. Traded live in the discussion, guys. Beautiful. Crazy, 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 crazy. So come on, guys. It's 1:30. It's 1:30. We're just getting the last of the details there. It's the Canadian retail sales and unemployment claims. Canadian retail sales actually beat expectations, but the expectations weren't exactly very good. They were forecasting a drop of 1.5% and 1.2%. It came in at -1 and -0.6. So whilst they're green, they're not very good numbers. The unemployment claims, however, did increase. They were forecasting a decrease to 322,000. The unemployment claims came in at 351,000, so that's not a good number either. So it's a pretty bad day for data today, and you might be saying, okay, how can I make a trade out of that? Well, the next up is the 245 manufacturing and services PMIs, quite important numbers, followed by some minor datas. The one that people might be paying attention to is natural gas storage numbers, to see what kind of storage facility America's got on their natural gas at the present moment, with the natural gas obviously in focus just now. Natural gas itself is increased from 475 to 485 today. So that's something that a lot of people are paying attention to, up 100 ticks on the natural gas contract since the low of 8 o'clock. So people paying attention to gas again this morning, and perhaps putting a little bid into the bottom edge of oil. So careful with that gas number today, guys. It could impact on several other elements. Elsewhere, as I said, not an awful lot we can get too excited about. We started to see the crack spread getting sold. We started to see the Brent oil spreads getting sold down into the bottom edges. I took a couple of swings at some buys off 72s. It paid out. We managed to get 10 ticks in a scratch trade on both occasions, but the price broke 72s, and that was it for me. I haven't traded oil since. Again, very easy to trade, guys. Very easy to trade because, you know, if it goes below, this is just what I was talking about to Alex a while ago, is you might be saying, yeah, what happened in here? Nothing. If I'm buying because my RGL structure is a bullish structure for whatever reason, I'm going to be buying, and I got profits, and then I scratched, and then I'm going to be buying, and I get profits, and I scratched, and then when it breaks, I'm not chasing it. I'm not doing anything with this anymore, Alec. I'm just watching the price drop, right? There's nothing for me to do. If I change my thesis, if I change my idea behind the trade, Then, of course, I might say, well, I'm going to start buying bottom edges and sell top edges, and I can start developing out an RGL sequence into either the bottom edge here or the top edge here and say, right, I'm going to start doing business around these areas. But that's what you always do with a trade. Every trade is an RGL you take. You're putting in a buy order and you're putting in a stop. If the stop gets triggered, your choice is whether to reverse it or whether to close it. But it's still an RGL at the end of the day, isn't it? It's still an RGL. Anyway, welcome in, guys. I hope you're all good this morning. A little bit cheeky, a little bit volatile, a little bit noisy. We're obviously going to be very, very clued into. We're obviously going to be very, very clued into any kind of sound bites that come out of China today. So just be careful, guys, because it could be you could be sitting on a great sell trade now, and all of a sudden it goes up by a lot of money, a lot of money. And that's what we've got to try and understand. There's a lot of money that could swing backwards and forwards all over the place, just on a soundbite that nobody knows about. But just remember, those sound bites usually are people positioning. They don't just do a sound bite that they know they can make money on and they don't make money on. That's just stupid. So every sound bite has somebody doing something. If we can recognize somebody doing something, it may well be that person just before a sound bite comes out about Evergrande. And we can obviously be positioned in the same position. We don't know what's going to happen, but we obviously know why it happens. We know how to spot these things as early as possible, and we get positioned for it. Anyway, welcome, guys. I'm going to grab a little bit of lunch, and I'll be back in 10, 15 minutes.